Next is from Jeff Yapunchich. Subject is Goldberg and Bret Hart question. Hey, K100.
Listener.
Yeah. Just want to get your take on this mashup clip with Goldberg and Bret Hart about the head kick. It's less than a minute. Thanks. All right, pull it up, Joe. Thank you for giving us a video that's less than 1 minute, too.
Hang on. TikTok. All right. See it?
Yep.
Okay, here we go.
And I would have loved more than anything to have not kicked Bret Hart in the head, and what happened.
Bill Goldberg, who kicked me in the head, never even thought about it. 8 months later, went over to Saudi Arabia, got paid $3 million for a 5 minutes wrestling match, and put all that money in his pocket. We never once thought about costing me $16 million when he kicked me in the head.
Hey, I'm really sorry, man, but if I really wanted to hurt the guy, he would never have gotten up. Okay, and I'm no joke. He would have gotten up.
I regret that I got injured by a guy that couldn't wrestle and has no business of being in a Hall of Fame.
Goldberg, to me, was one of the most unprofessional wrestlers there ever was in the business. I mean, for Bill Goldberg to be in the Hall of Fame, he hurt everybody he worked with. You might as well wrestle a real gorilla. He was the most dangerous guy to work with.
I've heard you whining. I've heard all the crap on the TV shows. I've heard the shoot interviews, and I've heard just about enough.
Well, Goldberg never hurt me. So, I mean, Goldberg was short and, like wrestling him was just a different experience. He hit you with a lot of big stuff, but it was quick. It wasn't like a grueling, 10 minutes of this hit you with this. He had 3 or 4 big moves. He hit all of them and he pinned you. I don't really, like his strikes didn't really hurt. He did the forearms like to the head, but he didn't. I don't believe he ever hurt anybody with the forearms.
Well, I remember
who did he hurt?
He speared La Parka and that shredded his knee all. And then he dropped Ming and Brian Knobbs on their head before. But I don't know if that was. But what about you, Konnan? Did you ever wrestle Goldberg have any problems, or he messed up?
Well, how could you? The match was 30 seconds long. I mean, it ain't like he did a whole bunch to me, but but he never hurt me. But he was a little bit clumsy because he was new and he hadn't really been trained, and he had a great aura, and they were going to take advantage of it. Much like when I started, I had a great aura about me. I was clumsy, I didn't know what the I was doing, so I know I know a little bit what Goldberg's going through, and probably obviously didn't do it on purpose, but Bret's probably because he's thinking, look at this guy, I wasn't even trained in wrestling, and reckless hurt me. But the only thing that I would have issue with, if it is true, if he said 8 months, I guess, what did he say by the 8 months? That it took him 8 months to tell him how you doing, or what?
No, they mashed up stories there. He said he injured me here, and then they cut, and then he said 8 months later he was here. It was just a bad cut. That's
okay.
all.
Okay. Yeah. So one guy's mad that he can't do what he loves, and that the guy that was never trained and probably didn't love it like him is the guy that hurt him.
Right.
But you need to let it go, bro, because it will consume you.
Yeah. Sounds like it has,
Yeah. Which is unfortunate because I think we both like Bret.
Yeah, I do too.